Hello, Tamara Green here for A Course in Miracles, lesson number 126. Let's work on the shoulders and the arms. So my feet are together, slightly apart. My arms are out, shoulder height, and we do circles and going in one direction, kind of small circles. And then reverse. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then slightly bigger circles. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Slightly larger. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and big circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and to release all the tension that just came to the surface, throw your arms down. Very good. All right. So, A Course in Miracles, lesson number 126. All that I give is given to myself. Today's idea, completely alien to the ego and to the thinking of the world, is crucial to the thought reversal that this course will bring about. If you believed this statement, there would be no problem in complete forgiveness, certainty of goal, and sure direction. You would understand the means by which salvation comes to you and would not hesitate to use it now. Let us consider what you do believe in place of this idea. It seems to you that other people are apart from you and able to behave in ways which have no bearing on your thoughts nor yours on theirs. Therefore, your attitudes have no effect on them, and their appeals for help are not in any way related to your own. You further think that they can sin without affecting your perception of yourself, while you can judge their sin and yet remain apart from the condemnation and at peace. When you forgive a sin, there is no gain to you directly. You give charity to one unworthy merely to the point that you are better on a higher plane than he whom you forgive. He has not earned your charitable tolerance, which you bestow on one unworthy of the gift, because his sins have lowered him beneath a true equality with you. He has no claim on your forgiveness. He holds out a gift to him, but hardly to yourself. Thus is forgiveness basically unsound, a charitable whim, benevolent yet undeserved, a gift bestowed at times and at other times withheld. Unmerited withholding, it is just, nor is it fair that you should suffer when it is withheld. The sin that you forgive is not your own. Someone apart from you committed it. And if you then are gracious unto him by giving him what he does not deserve, the gift is no more yours than it was his sin. If this be true, forgiveness has no grounds on which to rest dependably and sure. It is an eccentricity in which you sometimes choose to give indulgently as undeserved reprieve. Yet it remains your right to let the sinner not escape the justified repayment for his sin. Think you the Lord of heaven would allow the world's salvation to depend on this? Would not his care for you be small indeed if your salvation rested on a whim? You do not understand forgiveness. As you see it, it is but a check upon overt attack without requiring correction in your mind. It cannot give you peace as you perceive it. It is not a means for your release from what you see in someone other than yourself. It has no power to restore your unity with Him to your awareness. It is not what God intended it to be for you. Not having given Him the gift He asks of you, you cannot recognize His gifts and think He has not given them to you. Yet, would He ask you for a gift unless it was for you? Could He be satisfied with empty gestures and evaluate such petty gifts as worthy of His Son? Salvation is a better gift than this, and true forgiveness, as the means by which it is attained, must heal the mind that gives, for giving is receiving. What remains as unreceived has not been given, but what has been given must have been received. Today, we try to understand the truth that giver and receiver are the same. You will need help to make this meaningful, which it is so alien to the thoughts to which you are accustomed. But the help you need is there. Give Him your faith today and ask Him that He share your practicing in truth today. And if you only catch a tiny glimpse of the release that lies in the idea we practice for today, this is the day of glory for the world. Give 15 minutes twice a day to attempt to understand today's idea. It is the thought by which forgiveness takes its proper place in your priorities. It is the thought that will release your mind from every bar to what forgiveness means and let you realize its worth to you in silence. Close your eyes upon the world that does not understand forgiveness and seek sanctuary in the quiet place where thoughts are changed and false beliefs laid by. Repeat today's idea and ask for help in understanding what it really means. Be willing to be taught. Be glad to hear the voice of truth and healing speak to you, and you will understand the words He speaks and recognize He speaks your words to you. As often as you can, remind yourself you have a goal today, an aim which makes this day of special value to yourself and all your brothers. Do not let your mind forget this goal for long, but tell yourself, all that I give is given to myself. The help I need to learn that this is true is with me now, and I will trust in Him. Then spend a quiet moment opening your mind to His correction and His love. And what you hear of Him, you will believe, for what He gives will be received by you. So 126 is all that I give is given to myself. This is one of those really big ones. Okay, so let's start with perception and projection. Everything we experience starts with our perception that then gets projected out. So any judgment or opinion we're making about the situation or about somebody else, guess what? All arrows point to you. You're thinking it, you're judging it, you're having the opinion, you're projecting it out on that person, on that situation, on that government. You just fill in the blank, right? Starts with you. All right? So everything you experience is the what you're projecting out. So now let's break this down in terms of, let's say, someone that you're in a relationship, whether it be a boss, a coworker, a loved one, a family member, your significant other, right? That person sometimes really triggers you. right? And how could they? And in the lesson, it talks about sin, right? So we think that person has sinned. They've wronged you, or they were not very kind, or whatever your judgment is about that situation, that person. But again, it's coming from you, right? That has determined that that person has sinned or wronged you, upset you, whatever it may be, ignored you, neglected you, abandoned you, whatever it is, right? But it's still coming from you, right? So you're giving an opinion, but guess what? It gets mirrored back to you. Your perception of that person is coming back to you in terms of what you're holding in your space that is not aligned with your purpose, your function, not aligned with God's will, or even who you really are, which is pure light and love, right? So we do, but part of our initiation for spiritual evolvement is, we have people in our life or situations in our life that seem unbearable to live with or to be with, right? And guess what? They're a gift. Each situation, each person, it's a gift to us. It really is something that we receive as a pure gift if we can begin to perceive or see through the eyes of love and forgiveness and begin to see it that way. Because what are we learning? We're learning tolerance. We're learning compassion. We are learning forgiveness, right? We're learning or we're kind of unlearning the judgment and opinions that we make in this world, and we're going back to our natural state, how we were born into this world as unconditional love, forgiving, compassionate, interested, curious, right? Our natural state, tolerant. We're going to be working more on this. It's like the lesson talks about. It's a difficult concept because we have been indoctrinated to believe the opposite as true. So it takes time. So we be very loving and kind and patient and gentle with ourselves, which again which is what this lesson is really about. And we do the same for others or for other situations. Again, we get back to the question that I brought up some lessons ago, which is, okay, what is this situation, this person, teaching me? What can I learn? What can I heal, right, from this person, from this situation? I'm triggered, therefore there's something in me that's not healed yet. So thank you for this kind of mess that I created, starting with my projection. And what am I to learn or unlearn and heal from this person, from this situation? All right. May you be well. May you feel safe. And may you be at peace. I'll see you tomorrow.